went on to become its longest-serving host, has died at the age of 83. Nightingale joined the station in 1970 and remained the only woman on the lineup for 12 years. She was known for her passion for a wide range of music, championing everything from prog rock and punk to acid house and grime. She remained on air until late last year with any Nightingale presence. Nightingale was also known for co-hosting BBC Two music show The Old Grey Whistle Test. Obituary, innovative DJ who always had the hottest tunes. Tributes have been flooding in, with DJ Annie Mac saying Nightingale was a trailblazer, spirited, adventurous, fearless, hilarious, smart, and so good at her job. Writing on Instagram, she added, "This is the woman who changed the face and sound of British TV and radio broadcasting forever. You can't underestimate it." She was heartbroken at the news, adding, "She loved music like no other, she sought out the tunes and artists that shaped our lives, she interviewed them all, opening doors for musicians, DJs and broadcasters alike." Fellow Radio 2 host Joe Wiley said Nightingale was the coolest woman who ever graced the airwaves. She added, "She blazed a trail for us all and never compromised. Her passion for music never diminished." Six Music DJ and Desert Island Discs host Lauren Laverne thanked Nightingale for opening the door and for showing us all what to do when we got through it, adding, "You will be missed so much, she had a really champion female talent. I think I can say I speak for myself and other women in broadcasting when I say we owe her an immense amount of gratitude for everything she has done." He continued, "As well as being a trailblazer for new music, she was a champion for female broadcasters, supporting and encouraging other women to enter the industry. We will all miss her terribly." 6 brilliant stories from Annie Nightingale's 50 years of broadcasting. Listen to Annie Nightingale on BBC Radio 4's Desert Island Discs. Women in Popular Music, Annie Nightingale. A statement attributed to her family on Friday said she passed away yesterday at her home in London after a short illness. Annie was a pioneer, trailblazer and an inspiration to many. Her impulse to share that enthusiasm with audiences remained undimmed after 6 decades of broadcasting on BBC TV and radio globally. Never underestimate the role model she became. Breaking down doors by refusing to bow down to sexual prejudice and male fear gave encouragement to generations of young women who, like Annie, only wanted to tell you about an amazing tune they had just heard. Watching Annie do this on television in the 1970s, most famously as a presenter on the BBC music show The Old Grey Whistle Test, or hearing her play the latest breakbeat techno on Radio 1 is testimony to someone who never stopped believing in the magic of rock and roll. They added that a celebration of her life would take place at a memorial service in the spring. A pioneer for women. Nightingale famously presented Radio 1's Request show in the 1970s, 80s and 90s before moving to an overnight slot. She also hosted occasional shows on Radio 2, 5 Live and 6 Music, as well as a range of documentaries. "Every week in my job is a new adventure. I enjoy it," she said last July. "People don't understand. Most people get bored with pop music when they're a certain age. I go on being interested in where it's going, the twists and turns." Radio 1's current boss Aled Hayden-Jones said in a statement, "All of us at Radio 1 are devastated to lose Annie, our thoughts are with her family and friends." He added, "She was the first female DJ on Radio 1 and over her 50 years on the station was a pioneer for women in the industry and in dance music. We have lost a broadcasting legend." Final show. Radio 1 presenter Greg James wrote on X that Nightingale's life and achievements had been so extraordinary you couldn't possibly sum them up on here. Glastonbury Festival co-organizer Emily Eves said she had been an inspiration to so many women in music and a lovely human being. She added, "Goodbye dear Annie, a female trailblazer and true enthusiast." Nightingale was last on air with a 3-part Best of 2023 show on December 19. After playing tracks by Dimitri Vegas, Daft Punk, Sam Smith and Bad Bunny, she signed off by wishing listeners a brilliant Christmas.